Welcome, 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 everyone. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude to you today on this amazing, amazing day where life is occurring. Yes, yes, it is. And we're enjoying these beautiful clouds this morning and kind of looking out to the east this morning. On this fine summer's day, I was wondering how many shades of green we have out here, and I'm also seeing that it's already tipping point has occurred as I see the tiniest little bit of we're over the hill from summer moving towards fall here in the mountains, here in the Rocky Mountains. It's Monday, so I seem to start the week with a bang. And this is Monday morning bang. How about that? So a few things have happened, some wonderful energetic things as always. And I was kind of bummed because my Friday afternoon weekly wind down here with the energetic news report, really, I either shut myself off or was never recording, and maybe it's a good thing because I went on and on for about 40 minutes, and who knows what today will bring on this amazing day. But a few things that have been going on, as always. Hang on, I gotta grab my tea. And take a little rescue remedy. It's been a very energetic week, and as we wound down last Friday, the 21st, from this amazing sun expansion, that's the only way I can call it. I have to use my languaging, and if you study astrology, you know some of the expansion points with the proper language, so forgive me. But what this did for us personally was really bring together a moment in time from manifesting to manifested back to manifesting, which is kind of where we always are, right? Right now I'm manifesting this ideally phenomenal Monday morning mood, setting the mood for the week, mood enhancer maybe. But that occurs so often, and as this occurred many times for me in my life, being a dynamic Aries woman, I would blah blah blah, and in my mind's eye, because when people would blah 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 to me, as part of the work that I do with people, is I help people expand their dreams, right? So when I hear someone's having something amazing happen, I check myself when I feel that little twinge of, I wanted that, I want to do that, I want to do that. You know, the little Lisa in me that says, I want that, I want. And quickly I return my energy to, you want that, we'll take care of it, but let's be happy for our friend right now. And I think that is really a difference in temperament and personality of those of us who are modern mystics. This is what the mystics do. The mystics live in present time consciousness, right? If you ask me what happened yesterday, chances are I don't remember, okay? I would have to really consternate upon that. Is that a gray matter defect? I hope not, because yesterday is now a beautiful memory trace. And if I were to put my concentration on yesterday, I would say, oh yeah, I got to spend yesterday as the CEO of a closely held corporation and work with my beloved and honor our one of our companies and upgrade that energy. So back to manifesting. We do this best from present time conscious. It's the only way. Now we can send ahead, as Abraham says, rampages of desire, right? So let's say you just found out that someone you know won the lottery. At least he's the lottery. I don't play the lottery. I'm not really a particularly big fan, but if that's your thing, go for it. And I would imagine that if you won the lottery, although I would gratefully receive any type of bonus that the universe wants to grant upon me in easy, ever increasing ways, the blessing of abundance, you hear that your best friend in the whole world just won $3 million. I like to work with $3 million at a time. 3 million is really manageable for me. So 3 million, then we turn that into 6 million. We turn that into 12 million, 24, expanding effortlessly with anything that we do. You know, I could look out there and see 12 million leaves pretty easily, where 3 months ago, there was snow. I digress. What my being desires, how I want to work with and for people is from that expanded capacity. And I remember the first time that in my life, and I was in my 20s, when I realized that someone may or may not, which was unheard of because my parents had our best interest at heart to the best of my understanding growing up. It doesn't mean that there weren't challenges, but we knew we were loved. And then my parents were there for us no matter what, to the best of their ability. Sometimes parents fail, whatever. We're all going to fail. Fall down 7, get up 8. So when I was in my early 20s and I found out that a certain person who was very close to me, like an intimate friend, not sexually, but in my home for long periods of time in my life, everywhere I looked, this person was. And this person was really, really misguided and a pathological liar and a thief. Those were probably 2 of her better traits from my later understanding. And in my desire to understand how that came into my life, that was the first time that I became awake and aware that on some level I had attracted them. I had manifested that. And if I were going to manifest something different, I had to learn, where I call it ringing and pinging, where in my physicality, my emotionality, my spirituality, my astrality, even if it doesn't exist, we're using astrality from now on. Astrally. Whoops, hang on. Bud. Goodbye. Okay. Calm is restored. Astrally. So every bit of frequency and vibration that has ever expanded in what today we call the not so Reverend Lisa, right? That really opened me quickly up into a new realm of awareness, which quickly shifted my life. I manifested something totally different. I got the hell out of the city where I was really drowning in all sorts of things. I've told you all that story. And went to the beach, went down to Miami, hung out on the beach, stopped drinking for 90 days, got a really good tan, got that vitamin D back in me, and began to get some clarity about what I wanted to be different. And it all started with that that moment in time when I sat up in bed with just feeling horribly from the night before and said, something's got to change. So in the long-term prospect or long-term perspective, I look back at this friend that was in my life at that time and I say thank you to her because of that little energy expansion, that little creation, entropy, destruction, chaos, destruction, creation, spiral, circle, theory, provable system. It makes us who we are today. So life has just become a series of that manifesting. Back to my point. So this week we had a very last week during this very expansive sun time, we had like this amazing opportunity that we were able to take advantage of. We were able to act upon, and our action was rewarded. And I think we've acquired the land that needs our loving, tender attention to restore it and create the Peace Retreat Center, Healing Center, whatever it's going to be, the venue for teachers, the peaceful little beings where I'm going to teach from, and also retreat center. So you can bring your peeps. We'll talk more about that as it goes. This has been simmering for years, really ever since I gave up my studio in town. And even my studios in town were somebody else's spaces that I just had a little spot in someone else's space. And those people may or may not have been rooting for me, cheerleading me. You know, they may have just wanted me out of their space, or they may have just become tired of my sparkling personality, whatever it is that, you know, we go into those experiences too. And I'm grateful in the teaching for today about this manifested chicken egg, which was understood to me which was really explained beautifully by one of my coaches last winter. When we witness that, as we continue to be the witness to our own expansion, practice every day, gaining in common sense wisdom, using the wisdom, and we see these pockets of expansion, and some of them collapse before fruition. I'm so grateful that the original greenhouse that we were going to buy to grow food in, aquaponics, organic, small scale, we can't call it organic, but, pesticide free, whatever, food for people and pets fell through. And at that moment in time, I remember we were going through exactly what was happening last week, a couple of little tweaks, but this time we just did it ourselves and didn't have to rely on anybody else. And it was an adult, ideally amazing choice. Gift, really gift. This is a gift. And you're going to be finding out more and more about why I believe this is a gift and how Hun and I want to replete, restore, re-energize this amazing space for beauty, for peace, for calm, for enjoyment on all levels. Oh, but the clouds have been amazing to watch, huh? So, daily practice, give us this day our daily practice, right? Which is our daily bread. The importance of coming to consciousness and recognizing that the way we did things before no longer works. So, we're kind of keeping this a bit private yet, because this happens so beautifully and so quickly that we need to now assimilate this new energy expansion with people who support us, who with practices that support us. And both Han and I, although I think he's feeling it more yesterday and today, I had a complete energy power outage. Remember, we call them the power outages on, we signed on Saturday, so we closed, or Friday, so we closed in 6 days, from seeing the sign to signing the papers. And on Saturday and Sunday, I just reset. The importance of the reset. And now parse out who we share this with, because my original observation, I guess, was that I didn't know that there were people out there who wouldn't wish us well. I didn't realize in my naivete, and I'm so very grateful, that part of this journey is to keep weaving and believing for others the light and the love, and to repair spackle, engage the pink healing force, our pink healing surrounded by gold force field now. Not just a shield, right? We are now standing in the force field. I don't know if you've ever seen the work of, it's through a lighthouse, the power of the spoken word. I can't think of her and her husband's name right now, but they do this meditation standing in the violet flame. And in Reiki, of course, I use the violet flame, Master Saint Germain, all the time in my private practice and with clients in that. Moving forward, the coaching that I used to do, Simplicity Spirituality, and then moving into, especially the 21 days of Reiki, we use the violet flame, because this visualization, I'll leave you with this visualization takes all the energy from all the expansions that are called you or me or that tree, and animates it and heals it, and then reanimates it to be redelivered or delivered in a new whole healed way. What happens if we choose not to expand the light? We collapse into darkness. All the work that I've done and all the teachings you've heard with me on the work of accessing the scale of consciousness, power versus force, the work of the brilliant doctor, that name right here, right now, is escaping me as well. So you can look it up, Power versus Force, the author of that. The majority of mankind is below that level of consciousness, integration, and truth on the scale of consciousness, which is the hertz, the vibration, the frequency of 200 or greater. Everything under 200 are these collapses into darkness, really. Now, it doesn't mean that anger, well used, our anger needs a voice, but our anger needs a voice that is empowering. If our anger is the voice that is devastating, then that just creates more devastation. So that's more for private coaching, so I apologize for that. So anyhow, we're very blessed. We're very grateful. We're cheerleading each other on. We're clapping and applauding and standing ovations for each of us today, standing upon this planet here and now. Let's expand this. Take a breath. Come to that powerful point within and engage that powerful pelvic point and move into position 1. Breathing with awareness, engage the entire physicality, arms held in power position 1, as we now lift up and stretch and release and let go. And then bend over, reach downward. Oh, just hold for a second, hold it over. Keeping knees bent if our back is tight, it's feeling phenomenal. Shaking up the head. Coming to position 2. Surrender and releasing, letting all disbelief go on our beautiful, navigable, peaceful, purposeful, prosperous pathway, this pathway that we just let go, any disbelief that we can't live our purpose, that we can't expand our prosperity for the benefit of all, prosperity of good health, of breath, of wonderful hydration, of movement. Remember the importance of movement in food frequency for life. It is one of the 4 pillars. We take this opportunity, move all the way back in time to the point of infinity and all the way through our heart space, all the way forward in time into infinity. And at some point, we see that they meet and come right here, now, to this moment in time where life is occurring. Take a breath. Engage the entire physical body. Squeeze your being and breathe. And sigh it out. Have a great week. Namaste.